G'day to my subscribers. You're listening to George here on the 6th of August 2026. I have another episode of Message of Hope. Yesterday I talked about my friend in Japan. Today I'm going to go back to the same country, but I'm going to pay my deep respect to the person I'm going to talk about. This young lady was only 22 years old, and I use the word was for a reason. She was already outside and was already safe. But she turned around and went back in. What am I talking about? Kurumi Otaki had just evacuated from the Aeon Mall in Kumamoto. That's in Japan. After a magnitude of 6.8 earthquake tore through the region last week. So it's very recent. It follows that she found a relative in a car park and told him she had to go back. Who's them? Well, workplace. She'd been asked to put the day's cash in the safe. Picture that, right? Just come through an earthquake, you're alive, and yet you have to go back to the danger zone. Guess what? She never came back out. Neither did a colleague who went with her. So that's two persons who fell victim. You see, an explosion tore through that mall about an hour after the quake. 7 employees died there. 38 people in total across the whole region. So here's the question that we can't go past. If someone had asked you this morning whether cash in a safe was worth more than a life, you'd say no without thinking, wouldn't you? I mean, everyone who's sensible would. So why does the instruction still get given? The mind boggles. Why does the task still get finished? The box still get ticked. The rules still get followed. Why? Right? Right up to the point where it costs someone everything, which included their life. Now, most days that instinct looks completely harmless. I understand. It's only in a moment like this one that you see what it was actually weighing against. And I'm going to put a spotlight on this because Jesus put it plainly. You find it in Luke chapter 12, verse 15. Take care and be on your guard against all covetousness, for one's life does not consist in the abundance of his possessions. I hope you can see the relevance of it, right? So, not some of his possessions, it's not the excessive ones, but all of it. Every dollar in the safe weighed against a 22-year-old's life isn't even close. Now, was the manager who gave the instruction just following orders? Maybe. Give the benefit of the doubt. Giving orders the way a soldier follows a command. Maybe, but I don't think it's the same thing. A soldier under command doesn't get to choose. Mostly. A shift manager in that moment still did, even if I don't know exactly what pressure they were under. I guess it wasn't really about the cash at all. It was probably fear. I'm guessing here, right? The manager had fear of explaining a shortfall. Fear of being the one blamed if the takings went missing on the worst night of the year. But surely, the company can claim some sort of insurance, right? I do not know. I just know the fear is real and I understand it. It's just not bigger than a life, right? Because life is precious according to God. And I don't think there's only a story about one manager on one terrible night. Businesses run on the assumption that the doors open tomorrow, the till balances, the numbers reconcile, okay? That assumption isn't evil. That's just business. It's just how most workplaces think most of the time, until the ground actually moves and the assumptions gets tested against something that was never built to survive. No, the system wasn't designed with a category for abandon the money. No, somebody had to make that call in that moment and without a policy to fall back on. That's a hard place to be. It's also exactly the place where what we actually believe about life versus possessions gets shown for real, not just claimed on a Sunday, last week. It's interesting that the company story changes at first. Well, initially they said the workers wanted to grab their belongings. It's plausible. Then, under deep questioning, they admitted, the company, that the cash came first. Now, that's not a new kind of lie. That's the oldest one there is. Think about it. Adam and Eve covered themselves the moment they knew they'd done wrong. We've been doing it ever since. I put my hands up. I've been lying before. The truth has a way of coming out, doesn't it? Now, if this is stirring you, I really value you saying so in the comments. Would you have done that in the car park? Now, think about this much on a smaller scale. Last Friday, aged care center, I was on a night shift. Now, what I'm saying is nowhere near like the earthquake, okay? Nothing of that huge significance. But I want to be really clear about this because it's the same fork in the road. My colleague's dishwasher had broken down on her floor. Now, I already finished my own list of tasks to do. I washed the trays, the benches are wiped, ready to clock out and go to my own bed. Drive off home. She still had a full floor's worth ahead of her alone, I believe. I'm guessing because we're on different floors. But I went up and helped her finish it instead. Now, nobody would blame me for leaving, right, if I had done so. And that's the truth. I had my right to do that. But I don't think being a team player means ticking up exactly what's mine and stopping there. It's noticing someone still needs something and choosing them over the clean finish to your own right. So here's one thing I want to leave with you. I'm guessing somewhere this week, whether your workplace or could be with relatives and friends, you're going to hit that fork. Right? It might turn out your task is finished or someone still needs you when the time comes. And I think most of us already know, if we're honest, which one we'll pick by default. The question isn't really what you do in an earthquake. It's what you're already choosing on an ordinary afternoon or evening or morning. Kurumi Otaki was already outside, already safe. And she was instructed to turn around. So think about that, guys. Every life matters. And that's today's message of hope. Thanks for listening. I'll see you on tomorrow's video. Take care.